Barcelona's 2024-25 campaign felt like a fairy tale spun into reality, a symphony of triumph conducted with precision and flair. They didn't just win La Liga, they danced to its rhythms, claiming the trophy with an artistry that made stadiums hum. They lifted the Copa del Rey as if tightening the final knot on a perfectly wrapped gift. And when the Supercopa slipped into their trophy cabinet, it felt less like a consolation and more like a proclamation. Barcelona is back at the apex of Spanish football. Yet amid those glittering triumphs, a single shadow stretched across their horizon. The UEFA Champions League, the jewel that remained just out of reach. Could this team, so masterful on home turf, break through Europe's toughest defences and taste continental glory? The question lingered in every fan's mind, hanging like a tantalising pause before the first whistle. And in that pause lay the promise of an even grander story. When the semi-final draw matched Barcelona against Inter Milan, the air crackled with anticipation. It wasn't just another Champions League tie, it was a showdown of contrasting styles. A clash of Catalan elegance versus Italian grit. In the first leg, goals flew like confetti at a grand fiesta. Defenders and attackers alike seemed spellbound, surrendering to the spectacle. Then came the return leg, a cauldron of noise in San Siro, where every touch, every pass, echoed like a heartbeat. By the final whistle after 90 minutes and the merciless extensions of extra time, 13 goals lay etched on the scoresheet, an avalanche of attacking bravado. The scoreboard read 7-6, a slim one-goal gap, but enough to send the Nerazzurri onward and leave Barcelona's Champions League dream hanging by a thread. The Catalan faithful left the stands silent, their hopes extinguished in the dying embers of an extraordinary drama. Amid that goal-laden saga, one figure loomed largest, Dumfries. The 29-year-old Butch fullback turned relentless force. Imagine him charging down the flank, tyres spinning, eyes alight with intent. His jersey a banner whipped by the wind of his surging runs. Twice he found the net, each strike a dagger twisting deeper into Barcelona's ambitions. 3 more times he orchestrated carnivals of chaos, laying on assists with the precision of an artist brushing his final stroke on a masterpiece. When he ran, you heard the roars swell. When he struck, you felt the stadium quake. His performance wasn't just a statistical marvel. It was a statement that, in a game of narratives, he had written his own chapter in bright, indelible ink. As echoes of his name reverberated through punditry booths and locker rooms alike, one question burned hotter than any headline. Could Barcelona snatch this dynamo for themselves? Within weeks of that titanic showdown, rumours swelled across sports outlets. Was Blaugrana management plotting a move for Dumfries? A €25 million release clause dangled like a carrot before hungry giants, and journalists whispered that Barcelona coveted that sweet deal. Fabrizio Romano added fuel to the fire, tweeting with his trademark certainty that Barca's interest was genuine, that negotiations were primed to ignite the football transfer window. Every scroll through social media brought a new breaking alert, each one more tantalising than the last. Could the Dutchman truly swap Nerazzurri blue and black for Barcelona's iconic Blaugrana stripes? The storyline wrote itself, a fiery winger joining a dream team. A perfect alignment of star and club, unless reality had other plans. Enter Piero Ausilio, the ever-measured sporting director of Inter Milan, stepping before microphones to cut through the web of speculation. "We haven't received any formal approach from Barca for Dumfries," he stated, voice steady as a lighthouse beam against stormy seas. His words rippled through the rumour mill, tempering fevered imaginations with sober fact. Yes, the release clause exists. €25 million, a tempting sum in today's marketplace. But time is slipping through Barcelona's fingers. It will expire soon, Ausilio warned, and once it does, we'll move on. With that simple statement, he framed the narrative. This wasn't a player up for grabs at the flick of a pen. It was a strategic asset, an essential component of Inter's ambitions. But clock was ticking, not in favour of any clandestine Catalan overture. Still, no one doubts Dumfries' allure. His blend of physical power, technical flair, and end-to-end stamina makes him a riveting prospect for any manager seeking to ignite the right flank. Imagine Barcelona's tiki-taka cadence enriched by his direct thrusts. The contrast of his explosive runs against their trademark positional play. Yet for now, the club seems content with its current custodians of the right-back berth. Jules Koundé wears the starting mantle, integrating seamlessly into Xavi's system with composed defending and slick distribution. Behind him, Eric Garcia stands ready, a dependable backup whose calmness under pressure has earned him the coaching staff's trust. In interviews, Barcelona's hierarchy has stressed that defence isn't their priority's pain point this summer. So where does this leave us? On one hand, a superstar in peak form, fresh from dismantling one of Europe's giants. His name glittering in headlines. On the other, a club performing at domestic and continental heights, confident in its roster and chasing dreams that extend beyond a single position. The story of Barcelona and Denzel Dumfries remains unwritten, an unfinished chapter in the grand anthology of football lore. Will they dare to press their luck before the release clause evaporates, or will they watch as one of Europe's most electrifying talents continues weaving magic in Milan? Suspense lingers, suspended on the fine line between possibility and missed opportunity. An unscripted finale yet to thrill us all.